Top 15 athletes who celebrated too early. As the famous saying goes, when people succeed, they tend to party. When they fail, they tend to ponder. But actually, success is not needed to throw a huge wild party. As it seems, there are some athletes who celebrate their victory too early. This typically ends with no good news. Concentration is one of the most important things in sports. They must never relax under any circumstances, even when the victory is right at their fingertips. Welcome to Everything Sports. In this video, you're going to see the top 15 athletes who celebrated too early. Make sure you stay until the end because we have the best story for you at the number 1 spot and you don't want to miss out. Number 15. Nick Young. There was a time when the Lakers could not catch a break and they were having one of their worst seasons. Nothing seemed like it was going their way, and Nick Young's shot perfectly summed it up. Sometimes when you shoot a basketball, it just feels right. He set up a step-back three-pointer over Tim Hardaway Jr. and turned his back to the basket once he thought it was going in. As the ball ricocheted off the rim, Young raised both of his arms to his side with 3 fingers extended, only to abruptly turn around and throw his head back in disbelief once he realized his shot had missed the mark. What a self-confident act, Young. And by the way, gifs of this moment are not getting old-fashioned. Number 14. Kemba Walker. Nick Young is not the only one whose gifts got huge attention. Because this is the internet, we measure success in memes. Kemba Walker had more than a few memes about him. In the 4th quarter of the matchup against the Miami Heat, Kemba thought he had a sure basket and started shimming prematurely. A hysterical moment indeed, but not the brightest one for Walker. Nick Young, also known as Swaggy P, must be pleased someone is finally taking the heat off him. Number 13. Lindsey Jacobellis. The American professional snowboarder thought that she had the gold medal all wrapped up with a nice little Olympic bow on top. Fortunately, she had just enough time to pop a little trick before collecting her glory. It's not like even the small tweak of the board would have added to what really is an amazing honor anyway. There isn't anything you can do to make a gold medal cooler. So lady, finish the race and worry about the victory laps later, okay? Number 12. Deshaun Jackson. CBS Sports reported that Deshaun Jackson has a bit of an issue with dropping the ball before actually scoring a touchdown. He did it as a high school senior in the 2005 Army Bowl, flipping into the end zone just shy of the goal line. But it wasn't the first and last time. Then in 2008, he caught a long pass from Eagles quarterback Donovan McNabb, but started his celebration a bit too early, dropping the ball and nullifying the touchdown. So making the same mistake twice is not really cool for athletes, but let's hope that's enough to teach them a lesson for future games. Number 11. Mark Martin. Mark Martin was one of the greatest professionals in his field, but the date April 9th, 1994 is the exact date that he must be willing to forget. He was on track to win the Goodies 250 Nationwide Series race in Bristol, but mistook other drivers waving to him on the backstretch as a sign that the race was over, and pulled off the track 300 yards from the finish line. But fortunately, he admitted that it was a huge mistake, saying, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever done, and there's nothing else I can say." Number 10. Khalid Askry. The shot stopper Khalid Askry became infamous worldwide for a series of incredible blunders caught on film, and which subsequently went viral on the internet. He turned to celebrate with the FAR Rabat fans after stopping a Maghreb FES player's attempt, but the ball spun and dribbled into the net to Askry's horror. The video made the rounds on social media and he became known as the unluckiest goalkeeper in the world. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. Number 9. Michael Ruffin. A popular celebration in basketball is to raise the ball up to the sky as the final seconds run off the clock. Well, Washington Wizards forward Michael Ruffin failed to do that in 2007, and the Toronto Raptors' Maurice Peterson caught the ball and drained an improbable buzzer-beating shot to tie the game and send it into overtime. And guess what happened? Of course, the Wizards lost that game, and it was definitely Ruffin's fault. Number 8. Ricardo Russo. According to this video, Ricardo Russo is an amazing rider who is not that amazing with the math. Actually, he stopped one lap early thinking he had won. Unfortunately for the racer, it was all caught on tape, so as usual, it went viral and he got ashamed publicly. Number 7. Adriana Bertea. Winning the 2007 Chicago Marathon was almost a magical moment for Adriana Bertea, but she let it overwhelm her. She approached the final turn high-fiving fans and waving to the crowd, not realizing that the defending champion was making a charge behind her. When she finally realized it, it was too late. Number 6. Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins wanted to make a name for himself in his rookie season in the NFL, which he did, but not in the way he expected. In 2014, the Buffalo Bills wide receiver made a catch in the second quarter of a game against the New York Jets and raised his arm in celebration, thinking he had a clear path to a touchdown. Instead, he was tackled at the 5-yard line. Not even that close to the goal line. Number 5. Wonderson. Bulgarian League soccer player Wonderson left his passions to get the best of him in 2019. He appeared to break a scoreless deadlock against Slavia and rushed into the stands to kiss his girlfriend in celebration, but the goal was called offside. Well, if you plan on celebrating a goal by running into the stands, at least make sure you know it's officially a goal first. Number 4. Cibona Zagreb. Croatian basketball team Cibona Zagreb forgot the rule: do not celebrate a victory until the game is over in the NBL championship game against Serbian team KK Partizan. After a pair of missed free throws from Partizan, Cibona raced up the court and nailed a three-pointer from the baseline to take a 1-point lead. Although there was still 0.6 seconds left, Cibona celebrated on the court. It would still take a ridiculous shot from distance to destroy Cibona's moment of victory. Hey, at least they will never forget the feeling. Number 3. John Jun-woo. John Jun-woo of the Lotte Giants in the Korean League embarrassed himself by tossing his bat and pointing up to the sky after smashing a breaking ball to left field. The ball was caught just short of the fence, leaving Jun-woo absolutely stunned that his home run was not a home run at all. Number 2. Danny Trevathan. Danny Trevathan picked off a Baltimore pass and had nothing but open field in front of him to the end zone. But he dropped the ball before crossing the line, which resulted in a touchback. Seems like it just wasn't his lucky day. Number 1. Usain Bolt. You might wonder what Usain Bolt has to do with the list, but his premature celebrations always ended with a win. He is actually the master of the premature celebration. But when you're that good, you can afford to be. In the 100 meters final at the 2008 Olympics, he got off to a bad start, made up the time by the 50-meter mark, and at around 80 meters he began to celebrate. He did all of this in 9.69 seconds, which won him the gold medal and 100 meters world record. Have you ever celebrated your success early? We want to hear the story from you. Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.